What's up? I gotta grab my phone. Okay, one sec, guys. Grab my phone for YouTube chat. See if you can hear this, guys. Cool, I guess you can hear it. Okay, 1 second. Alright, I'm just going to bust out the old sampler tonight. I feel like I have a bunch of smart cards here. And I have like a list of what I used to write and do over here. And we're just going to see where this goes. So, let's see here. I'm going to keep my phone where I can see chat. I did have a tripod for a while for my phone, but I can't remember where I put it. Let's get some water here. I'm just going to dig around. What I'm trying to do is pull samples out to use on the sampler that I showed you on the last stream. I feel like I have some pretty good stuff that I can probably find. Little short, loops that I can put back in. So we'll see. Okay.
Subsonic bass.
You're welcome.
Are you ready?
Train wreck. Anyway, guys, I just want to show you some shit. I gotta load up another song though. Let's see here. That was a really old one. I like. Let's see. Let's look at foul play. See, a lot of these got rinsed off in the flood, so I can't read them anymore. They all had pen marks on them, and I can't fucking read. Ugh. So here's an older card here. I can't believe these still work. These were flooded in the water, and I put them in like a bag of rice, and it actually worked. That's why now you see me have like a little packet of this inside that little thing, you know, just in case. Let me load something up here. I have to use it. You can't see it on screen here. Well, you probably could, but I had to actually write a text file back then, which came from a notebook. So let me just try to find stuff for you guys here, because I don't remember. I haven't loaded up my sampler in like years, but I still know how to play them, which is weird because I know where it starts and ends. So I want to find this one called File 7, if I remember correctly. I'm just looking. File 3. I named them with the file because that's what you'd have to like. That's what it would save as. I never actually named these, I don't think. Some of these songs. Sorry guys, I'm looking here. It was all on one smart card, I think. So let me see here. Anyway, how's your night going, guys? Just chilling? No, let's see here. Some drum and bass. Wow, let's see if I can find. Okay, this one is this one's pretty good here. The Radiant Z. Look, it's like so washed out. I can't even show you how bad it is. So I hope it works. Let's load this in. I haven't loaded this thing in so long. These smart cards are from 2001, maybe. That's how long ago I bought these. Let's see if I can still remember how to load this stuff. Let's load. It's track. I want to show you this one. Let's say it's drum bass. Load 3. Let's go. This might take a minute. See, it's trying to load every step. So what I would do is I bought 2 of these things. As you can see here, I always use, well, I think at one time I had 4 of them. But, you know, you can't do a live set and be like, all right, guys, stop dancing while I load a song, you know. So you pretty much have a DJ crossfader in between like 2 or 3 of these things. And what you would do is you were already trying to load up a different smart card on a second sampler. And then you would just juggle them all night, you know. You would just go back and forth. So I'd build sets and I would kind of put together similar tempos. So if the night was like drum bass, which that was a big deal, but back then I did drum bass for years. Like that was a night, you know, that was like a half an hour to an hour set. Techno, totally dead now, but I used to play 4 on the floor techno all night and do that kind of shit. Let's see if I can feel it. Come on. It's coming. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, so it starts on A15. I don't know anymore. I hope so. that'd be a sick sample to make like a lo-fi beat song too. I'm gonna take that out. Yeah. It's my good friend Aaron. Haven't seen her in years, baby. Play that. It's just really old and weird. That's cool, huh? Let me see here. So, see, then you would mix into something else. Like, these songs don't really, like, you have to, like, see, that's when I would load up another sound or another song on the other sampler, and you would slowly fade in something else, or you would beat and match it, which be hard because it's live. Like, I'd play it live, so you would try not to, like, train wreck, you know? You don't want to do that. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going back to drum and bass, which is funny because that's, like, yeah. But there's one, and I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get one in the sampler right now because it's a song that I want to take pieces of. See that little vocal sample. See, that's a cool little loop for like a beat tape, right? Well, maybe not that little siren, but you just So, this one is called, let's see, God, it's been so long. Let me see here. I gotta load something else pretty quick. I did a lot of like experimental noise sets, so some of it's not really, some people don't like that stuff. There was a real thrive for it back then, and I feel like that totally faded out. See, this one said it's on A50 to B21. All right, so I'm still looking, guys. Sorry. You can search, right, in Notepad. God, that's how old I am. I'm like, can you search in Notepad? You hit F3 or yeah, you hit F3. Yep. Let's see. No. Okay. What about? There's so many songs, man. Wow. Okay. What about up? Nope. So I have no clue what the song is. So in due time. So for now, we'll just load something else up here. Let's see here. My Discord is going crazy. Here it is. Okay, the card name is Scribble because it probably means I just scribbled on it. That's how old that is. That's how I would identify now what my smart cards are. That's funny. All right. Jesus, dude. Scribble. That's one to pull out. That might be it. I don't know. Let's see here. I can't believe the ink is still on some of these. See, some got torn off, so I don't know what they even are. Yeah, these could be them, and I don't even fucking know. Foul play. That's a good one to look at. That's not the Scribble, huh? God, I don't even know. Scribble. Okay, well, here's Scribble. You know how much these are? These are so expensive now too. Go on eBay and type in 64 meg, 16 meg like SD card, like smart card, like smart media. Some of them are so expensive. All right, let's just. What is file 5? Scribble. See, I really want to get to that one though, so I'm gonna load what I think is Scribble, because I'll tell you right now, I have no clue what that is. So we're just gonna load it and we're gonna pray for the best. Wait, is this Scribble? No, that's not it. All right. Jeez, we'll see here, huh? And it is load 8. Load. Okay, so I can tell that that's not it because it doesn't even go to 8. So that's not the one. Sorry guys about the pauses, but we're just gonna dig around tonight and see what we get. And I'll watch the stream when I'm done, and I'll kind of put a timeline to when I want to pull these samples out, and then I'll actually capture them with a better like audio interface. I'm not saying this is a bad one or anything, but it's not one I want to capture like audio with again. Jeez, dude. Smart media. Yep. Smart media. All right, this could be it. No, it's a 32 meg though. No, I can already tell. If it's a 32 meg, it's not it. Getting there. Scribble. Okay, so this is obvious that it was torn off. So there's even one called ... because I seriously put 2 dots on it. Load, let's see, 8. Okay, this does load to 8. I'm not guaranteed this is the song I'm trying to find, but we have to load something up here. Let's just see. I can kind of guess. I'm looking at the notepad off screen here, so if you can't tell. because I'd be flying blind if I mean, I kind of know these, you know, but you gotta remember, I did all this stuff back in, like I said, from starting from 2000 to 2001 till 2007 or 8 is when I actually stopped using these things. So for like 8 straight years, I recorded songs to these things, and I didn't have any software back then. You just didn't use software. I mean, there was software, but it wasn't like there is now. So I just stuck to hardware. For the type of stuff I was trying to produce live, this is all you needed to have. I mean, I don't know. All right, after this takes 10 hours, we'll see what the hell's going on. There's one called Mix and Match. Let's see. Did I even write that down? Mix and match. Here it is. So that means I would copy several things. All right, I don't know what this even is. This is it. All right. This is the one. This is, I remember sitting at a Starbucks. There used to be a 24-hour Starbucks over by my house. This must have been 2002 or 3 right here. I was sitting, you can sit there all night if you want to. I'd bring my sampler over, you know, and I would literally, okay, I don't think I was 21 then yet. So it probably was, no, I was in Seattle in 2000. So yeah, this was where I already came back or something. And I just remember sitting and writing this using a Dr. Groove 202 drum machine. This whole thing is basically that drum machine. I don't think there's any real synthesizers unless I had to make them on that drum machine. There was like a bass line track, but if you tricked it out hard enough, you can make kind of synth sounds with it. But this is kind of a wacky ass song. I don't know, but I just remember there's some parts in here that I want to pull out because they're super weird. This is not it, obviously, but it starts getting this weird sound. I'll show you. Look. That's not it. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. See, just that bass line. Let's see if I can actually find it. Some buttons don't even work on here anymore. Like, I can't get them to work, so I can't stop the samplers. You would hit the button sample right here, and it would stop it for you, or hit stop or something. It doesn't work. So I'm gonna play each sound here. Nah, that was off. So if you sampled that through the sampler, slowed that down, and put that like vinyl sim to it, that'd be cool. Where's the actual bass line now? See, I put 2 buttons in stereo, so one's on the right and one's on the left. When you play them both at the same time, it would fill up your ears, but I don't know why I would do that back then. Let's see. There's just the beat. There it is. That. My cell phone's making the goddamn speakers crackle like a fax machine. Here. That's all it was. So you would just loop that and put a beat to it. Yeah, and I would put... Where would I do that? No, I never used that bass line. It's a really weird bass line. So, see, but there's stuff like that. Where is it? I just heard it. There's those like dying string sounding like here. Where is it? There it is. Like that. I want to take those again. And what sucks is it's stuck in the sampler. You put samples in that don't even sound like this until you tweak them and save them in here. So once this is dead and these smart cards don't work, I can't get the sounds that I programmed to sound this way out of the box ever again. So really I should sit down and try to pull some of this stuff because there's some gold in here. I mean, there really is some gold. Alright, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sample's long. Like that. That kind of sounds like that Back to the Hotel. Back to the Hotel. That's just a trippy sound. You'll start to hear more stuff that I'm talking about. Watch. There's like a backwards sound coming up here. I'll show you. It's pretty fucking cool. That. See that? So fucking weird. So there you go. There's a whole beat tape song. You can take little samples. Like I'll turn this button off. Now watch. To take out that take that out too. Now watch. Let's just hear this just chilling. Let's just chill this out. Right here. So that's been sitting since 2000 something, man, and like that. Now I can see him saying, I want to dig this stuff out and see what I can do with it. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff here. Yeah, I have to find him. Let's see. Let's just keep going here. Let's just keep going and see what happens. Just that bass line. That. Get that fucking siren or whatever, that stabbing dubstep stab. Listen to this. That's so sick. Oh, yeah, this is the one. I think this is the one I'm gonna sit down tomorrow. Get the real, like, the audio interface. I just bought this audio interface so I can just stream with you guys. I'm not trying to, like, produce anything with this thing. This is basically gonna be a shitter box. It's a good piece of gear, but it's gonna be on all the fucking time if I want to stream back here. But I really have to piece this stuff out, and I gotta be careful because this is time sensitive. I can't be pulling this in and out that much anymore. These things look like they're, like, flaking off, like the actual chips on here. I mean, all of these cards got dunked in muddy fucking floodwater that were drying out for weeks, and they still work. I mean, what does that tell you? This stuff wants to survive, man. But there's some gold in here. See, even that, just that backwards shit. So the bass line is a slice. See, it'll blink when it hits the, like, each slice, watch. So it's exactly quantized. So if I change the speed, it'll change too, like on beat. That's one of my friends. Old friends, we put, like, if we didn't have, like, a microphone, that back then we would have to speak into a pair of headphones and put them in the input of this thing. Because headphones act like a microphone when you plug them into an input. It's so ghetto. That's such a shitty little beat from that that's a Dr. Boss, the Boss, Dr. Groove or something. I can't remember. That. So you can see how I put it on the first bar of every measure. If I solo it, see, it fucks up, but if you play, watch. See? Wow, so that is definitely one to look back onto. I think that's really all that's on that pattern. Let's see. Let's go to. What is file 9? Let's just load 9. I think 9 is pretty tripped. I was in a really trippy mood when I was doing stuff like this. Okay. Let's load up 9. And we'll see what happens. God, the buttons feel like they're about to be pushed into. I broke a lot of these things, and my other partner in crime, my friend Mike Hitz, he would have to take these cords into this place downtown that would fix them, because I would use these things so much on stage for so many years and stuff. I would break these every couple of weeks, if not months, and are like, the power supply in these are total shit. Like, they don't last very long. Like, they just won't turn on, like, forever. They just won't. One day you'll go to turn on, they won't go on anymore. And I mean, man, he used to fix them so much. I'd be in the shop, like, all the time. They're like, oh, you fucked up your sampler again? I'm like, yeah. And these knobs would fuck up too, because God, these are so loose. I would grind these because there's your, like, effects. So, all right, let me see here. I don't know what this is, but it starts on A1, so. Oh, yeah, okay. Playing this really fast. You're supposed to play these loops for a little bit longer, but Okay, there's some stuff in here that I'm gonna grab. Watch. You'll hear it soon. I'm just like going through these really fast. This is so fun. I love those hi-hats, man. Oh no, you know what? I had to hit stop. Okay, so it didn't say that. I had to hit stop. Okay, because, okay, look, see how it's all fucked up? I had to remember this. That the tempo changes, and if you carry over, this thing will wait for you when you turn, right? And if you change tempos sometime in your track or in your saved whatever, it'll fuck it up. If you don't hit stop again and hit play, then it resets the speed. So watch, now it's the whole thing. Watch. There we go. It was playing them too fast. Remember, it was cutting through to like 2 bars. Now it's gonna do 4. So yeah, where's that one? Hold on. Where is it? There it is, right there. The sample right here. Pretty cool, so you can slow it down even more. There's some lo-fi beats right there. Hear that shit? Hear that? Hear that? Listen to that. Now, where's that sample of that girl? Hold on. There we go. You can pull some gold. This is old shit too. This is stuff I just don't even like play anymore, man, because it's just on a dead fucking sampler. But there's some gold in here for some current edge lo-fi beat sample stuff if I really wanted to. All of that is from the Dr. Groove, I feel like, except for the female sample. That's the same girl that I used on the other track that I played. But there's some stuff that you can seriously... Let's go digging. Let's go digging. That was a pretty cool little song. What's on the same file that I can load up that's kind of similar? Nothing really. There's some really fast drum bass on here that will you want to hear something fucking insane? Let's see if this is still on here. This is like really crazy. This is like this one is pretty quick. I remember the name like right away, and then I'm gonna go to, what is this? There's another card file here, 2 machines with, there's a space hop mix, space hip hop mix. That's weird. Oh, I know. Oh my god, I'm totally just found something cool. Yeah, I'm gonna pull something out too. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna set ourselves up so we don't give too much dead time while we're trying to play. Let's see here. End of May, early June. What year? 2003. That's what this one's called here. Let's see. Yep, there it is. And this one's called Shift, which was a group that I used to work with. They did live performance stuff, and I would write their music. All right, let's see what this is. This is very insane. Like, this is like pretty fast drum and bass. You might not like this one. This is like maybe a little too old school for some people here, but we'll see. We'll see if you do. This is like Aphex Twin, or like, you know what I mean? This sounds like old school. If you were to compare it to something, it'd be like that weird Aphex Twin type shit. Look him up if you don't know who he is.
Volim tehno i osjećam se jako dobro.
I think this is just doing its own thing right now. I don't think it's even a song that I would. I think it's just playing samples that used to be there or something. This is so fucking weird. Oh man. It's still going. Yeah, that was a really weird one. I don't know. That was like just me fucking around. It just like, that's what Tourette sounds like if you'll understand. Okay, so let's get out of this card here. I think that's like a noise card. Let's go to now something I want to pull out end of May into June of 03. Okay. And there's one called, let's see. All right, here we go. It's File 2. Let's load this up and see what's going on here. File 2. Okay. Yeah, that stuff was kind of a little bit too much for me. Let's see here. One hour, we're going here. We're only an hour in. Wow. Jeez. All right, it's halfway in. I don't think I ever played that song live. I just think that was a fucking noise track. I needed to just bang out some stuff, and oh man, it's so weird. All right. Trying to keep hydrated here as we're on stream. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's see. It starts at 8. Yeah, there's some stuff I want to pull off here. This is some weird stuff. Some of these old-timey sounds, like watch, I'll show you. This is crazy. Like just that by itself. Like take away the beat. Take away the beat. So see, like stuff, just little pieces like that I can build off of. You know what I'm saying? Total lo-fi shit. Like, do you hear it now? Like, Jesus, there you go. There's another sample I can pull. Yeah. So there's the bass line. See if I can solo it. That's pretty cool. Ooh, there we go. There's that old-timey sound. See, this is... There it is. There it is. I knew something was in here that was gold. Let me see. That's a pretty cool little siren sounding, but it's this. Interesting. Those drums do not match this song. I think that's it. I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's... over, it just crashes. Anyway, I thought that was just like a cool little old-timey sample. That's a sick bass line too. What else is on this card that we can kind of fuck around with here? What's on this card here? All right, so there's a whole kind of a little beat tape album I created. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Expect Delays, and you can go on there. Same name is on here. Just go on there and check it out. But I kind of want to pull some of those sounds and redo them and maybe recycle them for some lo-fi beat tape stuff, because there's so much gold in just that album alone. Like, it's insane. Kind of redundant though to take that kind of same thing and do something else with it, since it already is kind of that like theme. But I there's just so much good stuff in there that you can use. Let me see here. I'm trying to read this list so I can kind of refresh my mind with what these songs are attached to these names, so I can pull off something. Let's see. Big rolling mix. Yeah, let's go to this one. Here's that dot one I was talking about. I literally just put 2 Sharpie dots on it. I didn't even fucking name the damn thing. I mean, I was producing so many loops at this time. I didn't have time. I was just like, whatever. I guess organization was second best, huh? Let's see here. So the dot one's at the end, isn't it? This is the last one, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so let's put this one in and see what we can pull out of this stuff here. God, every time I put these down, I feel like I'm scratching them or something. Oh, no, that's not the one. Oh, is it this one that's face down? Nope. Did I lose one? God, I hope not. Or is dot in there? No, that's end of May. Let's see. There's seriously just 2 dots on it. Yep, here it is. Found it. All right. What's up, guys? How you doing? Sorry, I can't. I'm trying to read comments at the same time. Sorry, guys, if I don't get back to you. All right. Tonight, if you don't know, I'm just trying to dig through some old stuff that I've done from the early 2000s and try to pull some loops that I've created into this thing that are stuck in this machine that I can take out for some lo-fi beat sampling. And I'll try to, what I want to do is try to get back to you when I have those samples in, but it's a lot of work, so we'll see. Okay, so let's put in this one. And let's try 4. I think these have some cool samples on it. Load that up. Let the striker make his own beats. Oh god, that'd be crazy. I always drink like, I got this Sierra Springs, for my house. And I don't drink water all day. I should, but at night, like once like 9 o'clock hits, I drink like 7 cups of water within like 3 hours. It's just I don't know. Alrighty. Look how long this fucking takes to like load, so you has to fill it like every square. It's loading like megabytes. This thing has probably the slowest processor in the fucking world. Man, yeah. That is crazy. Alright, so this one starts at A21. I don't even know what the fuck this is, so well, so I just remember there's sounds on here that I want to do. I feel it. Come on. It's about to get finished. Ready? Okay, here we go. A25. A21. Oh, yeah.
Rolling in the red. Rolling in the red. Rolling in the red. In the red. Licorice 96.
Smoking, chronic weed. Get my fix.
Rolling in the red. Rolling in the red. the red licorice 96.
That's funny. I think, where's that piano at, man?
Smoking. Chronic weed.
That's not it. Is that the, let's see. Oof. Oof. There's something.
Rolling. Rolling.
Oof.
Rolling. 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 Rolling.
Oh, that's fucking, that's so sick. Holy shit. Like, get rid of these drums. Like, these drums are terrible. Shotgun. This gets really weird. I don't think I like this next part. Yeah, there's a lot of low end. See, the thing is with these machines, you can't like EQ them. You can't add treble. You can't add bass. Whatever you sample into it, you're stuck with it. And a lot of that is these effects here. So you get stapled in time with that stuff. Metroid Prime? Weird, man.
Smoking.
I don't know, I just like this one. It was 35. Nah, 30. Oof. That's so ill, dude. God. a trippy ass fucking beat. Oof, that last one, man, that's sick. I gotta do something with that old one. That's just too fucking crazy, man. I haven't heard that in a while. Just all those sounds put together. I love this old-timey turntable sound. Do you hear this? Like, that's what I want to try to do. I want to take those kind of atmospheric sounds, take them out of here, and then put them on something new. Because really, these were loops I never really did anything with. They just sat here, like. What is this? Oh, it's the same sample. Just slow down. It's like some Godfather of the film kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
He said he didn't understand where I came from. I had to kill him. Tony, get the biscottis and some coffee. Jesus. Ugh. Alright, I gotta get off that beat because that makes me want to fucking like punch my fucking hand to a wall until there's nothing but bones, dude. That is insane, dude. That hypes me up so much. Jesus. That's fucking insane. Alright, let's what else? I think that's really it on this card for what I want. What's file 3? What's file 3? Okay, let's go to 2 here. Let's load up 2. God, that is it. I forgot about that one. That's some history right there, man. Let's load something else up. Man. There's one song I called Gold Medallion. I think I already know what that one is. Huh. Yeah, some of these are total trash though, like I will admit now that I'm hearing them again. Like they're just like you can tell I was trying to form a style. And like I did get my shirt made today though. I want to see if you guys can see this. Hold on. I got a shirt made today. I took a photo of this and I put a logo on it, and what this is trying to do is make me visualize the lo-fi beat tape sounds that I want to make. Like, you know when you see a front cover like the album art and it fits the song kind of. This is what I did to myself before I wrote the song because I want to kind of stay on this kind of path. I'll show you. Hold on. I went down to the mall today and I just decided to try to just do a quick $10 shirt. There's a really cool guy at the mall where I go, and he can do shirts for super cheap. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. But he made me up this shirt that I did. But this is the shirt. This camera doesn't give it any justice, but yeah, I'll put the photo up sometime, but you can totally see it. But I just wanted to keep it fresh. Like, this looks like a cassette tape cover. It's like a rectangle, you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep that edge for when I do this stuff, you know. It gives me the same idea. You gotta kind of have to see it sometimes in your mind, you know. 1 second. But yeah. No game talk tonight? Probably not. Probably no games tonight. Usually when I'm on YouTube and not Twitch, I'm doing like audio. That's kind of how I'm doing it for now. I don't really game on YouTube. It's basically just to see what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck this is. Alright, let's see here. I can tell that's not something I want to hear. So okay, here's one. I already
I can already tell I want to play one on this list, and it is buried in a smart card. Here it is. It's number one. Yep, A1. Wow, these things are fucking beaten down. I did back all these up though. I think I remember I spent time. You can. There's a software that you can put these into. I had a smart card reader back then that would fit these things, and you could dump them on the PC. But I don't know if I saved the project file along with it. I think it saves a digital footprint project file. I have to look that up actually. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I could sell them. That's kind of what I wanted to do with the shirts. I wanted to kind of just make one, see how it came out, or see how they would come out, and see if I wanted to sell them or not. If they're that good, sure, I don't mind it. I mean, cost me 10 for the first shirt, but I know it's going to probably be 20 shirt if I keep going to the mall. But if I, maybe you can get them online or something for like 15 of them for a cheaper price. I don't know. But if you guys want to buy shirts, I'll make them up. I'm always down for that kind of stuff. I really, my biggest dream in life is to just make my own t-shirts. I have so many like ideas. Like I just took a photo of that. That whole shirt was something I did on the fucking iPhone. Like it wasn't even serious. All right, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Yeah, see, here comes another lo-fi beat. Okay, I want you to listen. This is so cool. Listen to this. That's it. I think that's all it is. But the atmosphere, if I pull this stuff out, get that sound going, that's already like on a effect that you can see that kind of lo-fi's it out. Like if I take it off, I think so. I can't remember what it was, but there you go. There you go. There's like a little lo-fi sample you can. I forgot how I wrote that. What is that from? Oh, so it's the Roland JP 8000 synthesizer, I think. Yeah, I just slowed it down. Making like a trap beat. Stunting. I'm stunting. Don't wanna flex. Trap it out.
Wow, those are pretty cool sounds. Yeah, I see. Like, these loops don't have to be like long. They just sometimes you just get like into a groove. Hear it, and then it just keeps going. What is that sample? Okay, let's fast forward that one. Hold on. Let me find it. That's not it, obviously. See, that just adds to the beat. Like, watch. If you play these and you add that little slice, watch. It just fills that gap between these two dry sounds. See? What's this? What's this? Ooh. Fucking weird. That is the weirdest shit ever. Anyway, you just put some stuff in that sometimes. Like something that sounds like that. Like it might not work. Like you might think that this not works, you know? Like it doesn't work. You're like, what is this? But when you hear it all at once, it fits. Like it totally fits. Like it works in a weird way. Anyway, that's just like a sad little song. It'd be good for a sad song, you know, something that is like, I love that. I love that. That's one of my favorite things I've ever done. I did it like by totally just sitting around one night and slowing sounds down. As you can tell, all these sounds are slowed down. That's like a drum and bass sound I made. Or like listen. I just want to share that one with you guys. So A10 starts something else up. I don't know what that is. So same sounds, I just rearranged them in a different style. Weird. Yeah, I did hear about that. So I was playing a lot of this game called Shadow Man on the Nintendo 64 or the PS1. You can kind of hear it. If you ever played Shadow Man, that game is. This just reminds me of that game. backwards sounds. I'll find it again here in a second. I just kind of want to see where this goes. Ooh, what is that? So that's the same. So all these are the same sounds since we started all the way here. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's only limited set, but I remixed the shit out of those sounds so many times. So if I liked one of those songs or loops, I would do something with it. But there was something in here that I wanted to actually grab. There was some backwards sound here. Where is it? Remember, there was some really weird. Anyway, that's like almost tribal. I was doing this thing for a while where I wanted to make techno sound like tribal music, as if like Native American sci-fi music, like futuristic Indian Native American beats. Like that's kind of like tribalistic beats, and that was my whole idea. I don't know if I hit the nail on the head, but that was kind of my whole style. I wanted to like try to do like all those weird sounds and stuff. Yeah, let me see here. What else can I pull out of here? What else? Okay, so expect delays is honestly, this is some history right here, man. This is some history from me. I mean, I played this. That set I told you I did on SoundCloud. It's all live. Like I sat there with two samplers and just played that mix. Like there was no stopping. There was no like, I didn't fucking like do anything but sit down and play that entire like hour long like album, just back to back, like song back to back. This is one of them. It's file 2. I'm gonna go get some more water while this loads. I'll be back. Still loading. Jesus. Alrighty. So far, we did find some stuff that I have to actually go back and watch the stream, and just put this box into something more important. This is a great audio interface, but I have a Focusrite that I think is just a little more cleaner. I don't know. This is pretty nice though for what it does, but I just want to put something else on it and take those sounds out of there. So Jesus Christ.
Expect delays. Expect delays.
I think that's with I think that sound is from speak to text on Windows XP or Windows 98 or something. What is that?
Expect.
Yeah, that.
Expect delays.
With heavy effects.
Expect delays.
Chillin' with my A-cup ribs, telling fibs about my ad-libs. You got this.
Where'd that go? Oh man, that was sick. Man, that's I don't know. I mean, that's already sounding like it's supposed to sound. I don't really know if I want to rip that apart. So, yeah, that's a pretty cool little loop. Here's something very okay. So the next I'll load the next one. This is something very similar to that same album. Is what I'll show you here. This is fucking crazy. I love the way that this sounds. This sounds really cool. Yeah. But yeah, so building some stuff up here. It's not even midnight yet here. Half an hour till, huh? St. Patrick's Day is almost over. My grandpa died on St. Patrick's Day in 94? 94, 95, yeah. And he was Italian too. It's funny. He died on an Irish holiday. That's the irony. Here we go. Yeah, this is the real. Yeah. My first wife. so okay, I'm hearing all these things that are coming from so many different things from my past. Like this song and all these samples are not this. I didn't create them all at the exact same time. This is my first wife's trying to sing. She's singing that. Let's see. What is this? Where is it? That's something I created with put turntable crackle on top of it. That's like years apart. This is a warped 808 cowbell that I actually, dude, that sound right there, that warped. Where is it? That comes from the days of like mini discs. Like I remember just fucking around with my stuff, the hardware, into like a DAT that was a mini disc DAT. But this is from a very old beat that I tried to do something with but couldn't. So I found it again. See, it's always years and years of like you recycle some things sometimes. Sometimes they come out and they actually work on something else. Let's just find it here. A lot of bass on that one. Drums got such cool effects on them. I was like trying to warp the pitch while it was still quantizing in sync. That's how those sound really warped, but they're not off beat. So weird. Alright, what is B50? It's really creepy. So yeah, there's nothing really there I feel like I can take out of there. I mean, there is some cool stuff. Like I like this. Where is it? Where is that? That right there. With the right context, that could be very cool. I like that. I'll have to find that again. But that's just a normal sample. I just added some kind of effect to it to make it sound more stereo wide. Geez, what else could we dig around? There's so much. Here, same exact... This is the same exact card. This was a very tripped out smart card here. Did I hit load? So you have to check. I hope I didn't save. Okay, load. God, this is like the last of it if I ever fucked up. See, that's what's sad is these cards are the engine block for this thing. Like, it's the brain of everything that is set up here and saved. This is like software, you know, you do it all, you save it. This is like the project file on these cards that connect the dots to all these tweaks that you do with all these sounds that make them sound that way. And once these fail, that's it. There's no way to dump this on. I don't know if there's software now that you can jumpstart these into something else to make them, to back them up more. But I remember back then, all you can do is just kind of rip the sounds back onto like a hard drive, and I think the project files go along with it, so you can dump it onto a different card. I don't know if there's software, like I said, that can like emulate this box with all the files that you dump onto your hard drive. That'd be really cool if there is a way, but I have no clue. Gotta check that out online somewhere. All right, let me see here. I don't know what the fuck this is. A3. Oh yeah, this is, oh god, this is the opening to my album, of that album I was talking about, the Expectalize album. This is a Solid Snake 1 PS1 sample.
Survival is the name of the game. Sometimes you have to be cold to survive.
So fucking weird, man. That's like some, what's that called? ASR or AM, what's that stuff where you touch the microphone and people are doing that shit? That's what this track always reminds me of. It's very soothing. It's chaotic, but it actually is like soothing with the sounds. They like very, very stereo sound. And yeah, God, that's a weird one. Well, let's keep going down the line here. Let's load up number 5. See what's on number 5. Oh, my back. This chair is not that comfortable after a long period of time. I gotta get something for my back, guys. Hold on. You know, it really is. It's like a time capsule. You know, it's funny. Or you can go like it's like when I hear these sounds, and I haven't heard them in so long. You kind of go back in time to where what you were doing when you're doing this, what you saw in front of you, what you smelt, maybe like the fucking incense, or like, you know, like it's weird what it takes you back to so vividly with like audio. It's just weird, like hearing this stuff for years and then finding the sampler again, you know, and you don't hear it for a long time, then you like do again, then you just keep going back to it. I'll be going back to the sampler as long as it's alive for me. Maybe when I'm like hella fucking old, I can still feel the same way, going back and finding some of these sounds and doing this. And it's kind of worth doing that. You know, it's worth it because you don't forget where you started from, and you don't forget what got you, you know, like to the point you are now, and what sounds are still around. Some of these sounds I still use, like in the stuff that you watch. You know, I pull apart some of these and I throw them in songs that you hear now. And I don't know, it's just so weird. I know what this is. Okay, this might not be something to like pull out of it. So I can hear some samples in here. Oh, let's see here. I can't stop the song. Oh, I hate that about this thing. I used to be able to hit sample here and it would just completely kill all the fucking audio. I forgot what to press to just kill the audio. Because sometimes the sample is not like, it's long and it just will have to, you go crazy trying to just make this kind of stuff. What the fuck? Weird.
Separation in 10 seconds.
From a film, probably something? Like Japanese anime?
Separation in 10 seconds.
What is that from? Can't hear anything. Can hear that. Weird, that's a very weird song. So there's one more on this card. B1. Same exact sounds, okay? Just something else. Backwards to 60. Yeah, it goes backwards. Weird. Fuck, I don't know what that is. Anyway. Wow, what a fucking nightmare. Okay, so let's keep going here. I had this one out for a reason. See, I want to play other songs. I'm really just trying to find that style of sound that I can take. But, God, it's so hard not going through all these and trying to play everything else, too. So I have a card named Shift in front of me. Let's see what Shift is. Let's just start loading it up. We're done with this one. That is a classic smart card there that just has to be saved. And let's see here. Let's just load them up. Load number 1 up. And we'll put back that other one. I'm still on here. Let's see. Cool. It's funny. My camera looks like dog shit right now, but when I had it on like earlier, it looked fine. I think it's so dark. That's why. But God, it looked really good earlier. I was on Discord for just a tiny bit there. It looked really, really good. Oh, there's something I want to look up. I just found something else. All right, here we go. Yeah, some of these I don't feel anymore. They're just like songs I started to try to make and just was too like, you know. And it's pretty bad now. Some are just like really bad. I wasn't there yet, you know. You can tell I didn't have like I didn't have a lot of the stuff that I had now. All of a sudden there's I can already tell this sample's from like 1994. A lot of these, yeah. Sounds pretty sick. Get rid of that fucking kick drum. Let's just hear this. It's a pretty cool little loop. I don't know what this even is, honestly, anymore. Let's see. this is. Weird. What was going on in my fucking head back then, huh? Okay. Jeez. So that was the shift card. All right, let's do shift number 2. Let's go load. Seasons of Garble. I can crunch. I think I like 3. I can't remember if 3 was something cool or not. We'll take a look. I don't know how much longer I can sit here in this chair though, guys, but yeah, I want to just, try to find some stuff for you guys, show you some stuff that I did back in the day. I don't think that any of this stuff is on SoundCloud really, besides like a few things, and it is kind of cool just to like hop in here and fucking dig some stuff up, man. It's fun. There is one that got erased, I feel like. I don't remember what happened to this file, but that smart card, but I think I lost one because, man, I had some cool stuff that I just can't find. All right. Drink some more water here. And you can see how I skipped through them. You can tell I was like trying stuff, and then I just would abandon it. Then I would scroll into it later on. I found something else I would do to it. It's like a drawing book. Maybe you don't start on the first page. Maybe you start on the 8th page. You start drawing. Then you go back to the first page, draw something else, and you go to the last page. And, this is what these things do. You just start shitting all over them, and then slowly but surely you might be able to put something in a sequence. Yeah, this is what I think it was. A50. Let me guess. You press this. Yep, and then you go. Yeah, so. song. So that was just something really weird. All right. See, I can't. It's nothing I can pull out though. So I don't know, guys. I think I'm looking through this stuff here and just trying to remember what sounds like the name, and I'm trying to dig stuff out. I know for sure this is such a good song. Here, let's see if I can still find this one. It's on Mix and Match. That's the card name. Mix and Match. Mix and Match. There's some rough drum bass on here. Like, I know that. I'm just not playing it right now, but there's some really tough shit on this. Here it is. This there's a smart card called Foul Play. I think it's very rough. Like, probably the hardest shit I've ever done. All right, let's just take shift out. Let's put in Mix and Match. And let's load up number 9, the last one. And this is one of my favorite songs I've ever done. Or beats. This is that lo-fi beat tape type shit. Like, to the max, man. To the max. Anyway, guys, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one more after this. Maybe not. We'll see how I feel. The stream's been going for, let's see how long. About 2 hours and 15. Yeah, actually, almost exactly. Yep, there we go. St. Patrick's Day is over, and we're bringing it into the new week with some jams. Hopefully I can pick apart some of this stuff and go back into this and start to get to work, because it's fun fucking around, but you really have to produce it, and you have to kind of stay away from your phone for a while. You got to stay away from everything and just kind of do the hard work and hear the sounds a million times before you want to fucking stab yourself. But see, we didn't have cell phones back then. There was no distractions. There was no Facebook things popping off. There was no, at worst, there was maybe a TV on. But then again, you didn't want that on because it would fuck up your audio. So you had to literally this is all you had if you were doing stuff.
You're a cold man. Your mission is more important than the life of your companions.
Yeah. I'm so proud of the song. Like, it's insane, dude. Like think of that shirt that I just showed you with my shit on it, like with the flower, the trees. Like, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. What are my thoughts on the no optical drive on the Xbox S? Yeah, dude, honestly, the Xbox S is a piece of garbage, dude. It should be not made anymore. They should fucking lower the price of the fucking X and just get rid of the S. The S is not that powerful. It's not, dude. The base Xbox is 10 times worse. The X is the only console you should be trying to play your games on. They should just make a more powerful X for now, I feel like, because the S, man, I don't know. I tried playing Apex on the S last week, and there was so much pop-up, and the processor was bad, and you can see it draw while you run and you fall down. When I play on the X, I don't see any of that shit. And I don't know if a lot of that is the internet, pinging back or doing whatever, but I just don't like when you seriously go look at the Red Dead 2, when you compare it to the X versus the S versus the base console, it looks so much different. I just think what is their hard on for the S's? The Microsoft wants to make all these different versions of the S. I don't like it. It's an underpowered console. It does exist and it's underpowered, right? It does exist, but there's a more powerful Xbox out there for $100 something more bucks. I just think I would never buy one ever again. If I was just starting to play Xbox, I still wouldn't buy the S. who gives a fuck if it's $100 and something bucks? Like, I don't see that as a PowerPoint to purchase something when I know in the back of my head that there's a console that does push the CPU and the graphics and the frame rate and the way it runs better. Like, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that. Like, that's just, if you're going to be a hardcore gamer and like be in that world, I couldn't play in that fucking realm. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, they can make their rinky dink ass all they want. I just say to kids, hey, save the extra couple of, like, save the $100 or whatever you can find it for. I know it's expensive, but it will pay off when you do see that shit. Like, when you finally see that, you'll understand it. Was that all that was on there? I think that was all that was on there. Yeah. Let's hear those samples. Hold on, I have to hear this. What a satisfying combo of snares and like the hi-hats. Like, like, it's really good when they all come to the same style. It's easy to pick sounds and kits, but when you really get good is when you really start to realize when you put together drums, they have to really fit the theme you're playing with all the other sounds, but they have to actually sound like they're a set. You can't just have a dubstep snare with like a timpani bass kick with like a sci-fi hi-hat. Like, it sometimes it's just too much clang. It's too much. It doesn't, it's like clang, clang. It doesn't fit, you know what I'm saying? So you got to put the right effects. Like, that's an effect. See, like, do you hear how flat that sounds now? Watch. And now watch. It just adds a little bit more of like that reggae reverb, you know? That kick alone is just heavy. Yeah, that wetness to it, that wet reverb. I think that's from, that sample is actually from a Japanese anime called Ninja Scroll. It's when the girl in the opening opens up the sliding door and everybody turns to her and it makes this sound, I think. Yeah. That's from that Dr. Groove sample, or the Dr. Groove drum machine. That's like a bass line. See, I didn't have any gear, really. I can tell when I got this thing. I had my Roland JP 8000 synthesizer, and I had like a few other things. But you can tell like I was using what I had, like, to wring that rag out of, and every drop of like talent I had to use for this gear I didn't want anymore. I didn't want that Dr. Groove anymore. It was a cool drum machine, but it was really outdated. It sounded like garbage sometimes. Like, the sounds were very flat. You couldn't really EQ them. You couldn't, you know, so you had to do it all here. That's the Dr. Groove, I think, but fast forwarded. Yeah. See how it's slicing it? And you can change the speed, but it's still on beat. This thing really transposed like audio really, really well. I can't believe this box did so much to the audio waves. Like, it's really almost insane. Korg, I don't think has really, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played with their other ones, and they actually kind of redid this sampler not that long ago. They did their own version of it again, but I really have to try it out, and I have to see what it does. But man, something about this simple setup. It's like a drum kit. You have like your snare, your bass, your hi-hat. You know, it's not crazy like the Beatles, you know, when they had their band. They didn't have some crazy 50-piece drum set. You know, they just had a simple kit. And this is kind of the same thing. This is very simple. You got your 16 steps here, right? There's 4 bars that you can fuck with. And then when you save it on a pattern like A17 and you save it again to like 18, whatever, it'll carry over. So this really doesn't mean shit. It goes to 4 bars, but really you can copy and paste and save from A1 to A50, you know, A1 to A50, whatever, and you can create a song where you hit play, and it'll wait for you till it kicks into the next bar, or the next, you know, A12, A13, and it'll do it on beat, which a lot of machines didn't do that, like, back then. The minute you kind of strayed away from, when you turn the knob to the next pattern, it would just train wreck into it. It didn't really actually wait for you, like, in a sequence. Like, there is a song mode on here, but I've never used it. I just like to, you know, like, watch. Now watch. I'll turn it to 12, and it'll wait. Watch it. It waits. See?
You're a cold man.
Here comes
Your mission is
12.
more
Ready?
important than the life of your companions.
And 12. See? Now watch. I'll just scroll. I can scroll all I want. I can scroll to like anything I want. It just waits for it. It flashes. That means it's trying to wait for it. Here comes bar 4. Dun, dun, dun. Now here's 13. Dun. And if you want to stop it, you can trick it out. It's live. It's a DAW, like kind of. It's a beat machine. It's just this thing that this was really the piece of my life that got me to the next level of professional sound and production and sound sequencing. Like, I had nothing really. I had a synthesizer and a drum machine, but without, you know, you can sync up the chords, but you couldn't really make songs with that. You can play a little bit of synth over a drum beat, but you couldn't produce music. You couldn't put samples from a Japanese anime. You know, you couldn't put a drum that you fucked with. You couldn't put another drum roll from some other software program or something that you found or something that you did. You know, this is an old turntable crackle that I got off, you know, something like, actually I think I'd used a turntable and just put my thing on it for a second and got that crackle. That is a harp from that Dr. Groove. These are bass from Dr. Groove. That's a bass line from, you know, you can really piece together anything you want. And like, once you see how unlimited it is, you really go forward. Like, without this box, I couldn't have been doing what I do now in software. I couldn't have jumped to that, you know. I needed that leap pad to like hop on and then jump to the other one. And that's how you really get in your life when you're doing this kind of thing. You really want to find that piece of gear that is fun but doesn't hold you back. You want to find like it does everything box. You know what I mean? And this was so. I mean, and what sucks about these now is that they're not even CD quality. I think it's 32 kilohertz or 3200 or something. Like, I know CD is 44.1 or 48 or something. So this wasn't. This is kind of done now, but I got it to sound pretty fucking good. But you can kind of tell it's flat. Like, a lot of the stuff is flat. So, you know, now if I were to go back and do this again, I would try to pull these sound waves out again, tune them up in some other software, maybe put them into like Ableton Live or something. But just try to make it sound cleaner. A lot of this is either too flat, too like bassy, or way too high end. And that was the problem with them, you know? I mean, you whatever you're putting in, you had to put it. And see, this is what I didn't know either back then, is that you can dump sounds right from your card. Like, from your PC right to the fucking card. I didn't understand that back then. So I would take the input and I would sample all this live. Like, I would take a VHS player, plug it in, get a sample, plug in my synthesizers through here, and it had a bunch of hiss and like noise. I didn't realize you can tune up these samples, put them right on here from your fucking PC and throw them in there, and they're clean as shit. I didn't even know you can do that, dude. Right? So everything you hear is sampled again, like through analog. Like, so maybe it does help some of the warm sounds, like the bass lines, but I think it hurt me when it comes to like certain sounds that needed that cleaner high end or mid range. You know what I mean? But it's got that charm to it, and I don't know, I don't find anything like this anymore. Korg did do a, I think that, like, they seriously brought out a few more of these. They actually redid this one with like little tubes, like actual tubes, like a tube TV has, or I can't explain it. It's like, it's getting late. My mind's getting fucked up, but like, it would make the audio warmer. And you can actually replace the tubes. You can put newer tubes in there, and it really pushed that sound. It really would like compress the shit out of that audio and push it to like full maximum sound. And then they made these again. There's a new Korg Electribe line, and actually you can get the thing for the iPad. I think the iPad has a Korg app, but it's the synthesizer ones, I think. I don't know if this is the actual sampler. I like the sampler one because you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You can put in synth sounds. You can put in drum kits. But I had a few more of these. There was a pink one, like a pinkish red one, and a blue one. And the pink one was like a drum machine, and it was like like analog drum sound machine. You couldn't do too much with it. And the blue one was a straight up synth. It was like this boxed synth that had these bizarre sounds into it. Very like sharp sounding. It wasn't really smooth. It was like rough. But yeah, this one was the one for me. I just think fuck all those. Even though I had them all and I did fuck with them and I would sample like into it, I just think, man, with the sampler, it's a blank canvas for putting whatever you want into like anything. You don't have to have any boundaries. You can load it up, but the only problem is this smart media is gone. And I'm telling you right now, go on eBay, type in smart media card, and go look how expensive some of these are. And that's why I'm so afraid that these will get ruined, because I'll never be able to play this shit again. This is like probably one of the last times we hear this. If these want to decide to just shit out on me, then we're out of luck, And it's a scary thought, because you're holding on to this archive of stuff that's stuck on here that you have to deal with. Like, I don't know, dude. It's an insane thought. Let's see if we got a couple more on here we can maybe fuck around with, because I'm not really tired yet, but my back is kind of hurt from sitting in this chair. I got this new chair thinking it was going to be something to like sit in, and it's okay for a few, and then it just gets really rough on your back. Let's see here. Yeah, I played you guys some good stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff that I probably wouldn't even play ever again on here, because I don't think anybody would really like that. You know what I mean? Well, it's funny. It says down here on the bottom of this list, it says updated. This was updated on April 12th for a show at the Fez in 2006. So the Fez was a nightclub that I would play at, and there was 2 floors. And there'd be people. I mean, that was the last of the really crowded club scene that downtown had in Portland. It was just really going. I mean, they had this like 80s night there that would just fucking have like 300 people in this place. And there was a downstairs and there was an upstairs, and sometimes I'd get to play upstairs or not. Or if I'd help out, there was goth night where they had a goth show every Thursday or something or whatever, and I would go and play my darker sets for like for like an hour for goth people to dance to or whatever. That was kind of fun. I was really good at making the darker sounds anyway, so it worked out. You can't see it all, but it is on screen here. I'm just trying to read all these songs here and see what I can put into it. Some I just found that I couldn't believe were that dope still. Like I just put these away, like and I just don't. I forgot some of these. I didn't even put to like MP3 or like WAV file. I didn't even do that. I just kept them on here. So I needed to definitely bring some out. See, this is one that I want to check out. Okay, so this is okay. I'm gonna find this. Here it is. Okay, I want to hear this because this is a very weird song. But I think I can take some stuff out of here too, and fuck around with. So it's the first file. Let's just load. And here we go. Take some water in here. I hope it's not too loud. I hope I did the audio right now. I hope it's not like my voice is too loud or too quiet and the song is too loud or too quiet. So sorry guys. I can only hear what I'm hearing through my like interface. I'm going to OBS and I'm trying to make sure the audio isn't too fucked up. Okay. Alright, let's see here. And this starts on, it says TMJ D&B. TMJ, like your jaw hurting. That's right. I think I know it. I know what this is. This is some crazy shit. This is really weird. Yeah. It starts on A11. All right. I feel it. Feel it. Come on. Okay, here we go. See, there is some stuff in there, and I can fuck that loud ass noise sound, whatever that is. So I can already hear some stuff in here. So that is from a, oh god, this brings me back to so many young days. So this sample here, that is from a shorter piece I did. It is from a Alesis QS8. It's a synthesizer. It weighs a ton. It's just like different patches of like instruments. You couldn't sequence anything with it, but it had hundreds of sounds. Type in that into eBay, see how much they're going for. A Alesis QS8. I think there was a QS6, but the 8 was like the full-size one. That's with some effects. Let's hear it without it. It's so fucking weird. That's that blue Korg. That sound right there. That is what that blue version of this sampler. That's the synthesizer. It's like the EA1, I want to say, or is that the drum machine? Anyway, that's kind of how those synths sound. They're just very screamy. They'd be good for like dubstep nowadays. Sound here. Here it comes right here. This is it right here. This is the shit that drives me nuts. Here we go. So that is a girl that I met many years ago. And her name is Crystal, and she's saying Crystal loves you over the phone to me. It was like something she was saying over the phone. It's me like trying to hum. Listen to this weird sound. That's some powerful shit, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but let's see. So it's chopped up. She's saying Crystal loves you, and I can't get to the sample mode to play the actual sample. Oh, so it's that sample. It's the same sample as the one earlier. Look, do you hear that? Look. It's the same one, I'm telling you. And then you hit backwards. And you get some like flashback. You know, in like films where they're having a flashback and they hear that like it's like black and white. I don't know. It reminds me of that movie Dark City or whatever it's called. That really dark movie that had Keith Sutherland in it, where like every night the town stops at night and this guy, they all fall asleep, but this guy is the only one that doesn't fall asleep, and he finds out what happens to the town. Well, he's going through like flashbacks, and there's kind of the similar like audio. You need to watch that movie too, by the way, if no one's ever seen that film. Dark City, very fucking weird movie. What a powerful sample. So I'll go back. I don't really care for that other stuff, but I just love this. I don't know, for some reason this sample always stuck just with me. It's just such a powerful sound, man. Like, it's so weird. Yeah, it's got so much life to it. You know what I mean? Anyway, maybe that's just me. Let's see here. Kind of running out of ideas on here to really pull some of that kind of style out. I know I've kind of jumped the gun. I played like some other types of songs and sounds, but I just can't help it. Broken Up, Final Showdown, Premature, Techno, Bring It Down. Oh, that is a very weird song. That I just found something very strange, but it's probably too weird. Let's see. Let's see. Space Tribal. That's a very good track. I might just end it with that one. Like I said, I was trying to make this genre of techno back in the early 2000s that was like, what would tribal music sound like in the year 30,000, you know, like the future, you know, like what would it sound like? And I guess I can just leave that. Yeah, I guess I can just leave with that song. A lot of drum bass though, a lot of hardcore drum bass, but yeah. Let me scroll all the way down from up here. Oh man, is that really where this? Okay, here's something that is really, wow, I can't believe it came from this. I thought this came from something else. This is a, let's see here, dude. Okay, I think I found something to fuck with. It's on this one card here. I'm gonna find it really quick. Try to read your comments, guys. Sorry. Here it is. So I just found something else that's kind of cool. I don't know. I have played this. Maybe, I don't know. I play this song almost every time I hop on stream. Maybe I won't just okay, I'll play you some of the sounds that I like from it that I might pull from something someday. Let's load up number one, baby. Here we go. Yeah, guys, don't forget to check out my SoundCloud. I just, it's $15 a month for SoundCloud that I pay for. And, I mean, how many years I've had that? I don't know. I think, like, in this day and age, that's a little too expensive for SoundCloud. Because SoundCloud is kind of not only dying off, but it's not really the only platform anymore. There is some other great platforms like Bandcamp, and there's other, like, even just YouTube, to upload songs to. So, $15 is a little too much. I would say like $9, maybe $8, but I get the unlimited plan, which means I can upload as thousands of tracks, if I really wanted to. But it's still really steep. That's like the most expensive subscription that I pay for, and I've had it for years. Like, I can't believe how much money they probably have gotten out of me. But I wrote them, and I'm like, why is it so fucking expensive still? and they haven't gotten back to him. Like, has it lowered the price and I'm like just grandfathered into this shitty sale, or is it really still $15 a month? Yeah, this is a tripped out song or atmosphere. God, there it is, man. There it is. Yeah, this wasn't really like done yet. That scratching sound I thought used to be cool, but that's me singing into like a vocoder. I don't even know how I even produced that back then. Yeah, man, that is so raw. Like, I don't know, there's that, it's the bass line. Yep. See, it sounds like that too, that you can always use for like, here, let's see here. That's just me trying to sing into a voice changer. That's all they did. They were 1-bar samples, man. Except for that bass line. God, that bass is terrible. The actual kick drum is so weak. That's kind of why you add that. Why do you hear that? That has some fucking bass to it. Anyway, guys, that's some cool stuff, and I wish I could play the actual samples. The sample button doesn't work. The sample button means you can hit sample here, and you can scroll through every sound that you have on here and just hear them raw, like without. And you can change them and then make like copies of it through there, but you can't. I can't place any samples down. Jeez, man. I'll take one more look, but I don't really know. Well, unless you guys are done, I don't really have anything that I can find. I mean, there is a shit ton, don't get me wrong, but 32 meg. There's so many blank 32 meg cards. Oh, this is the same one that I'm on here. Hold on. Let's see here. What is this one called? Okay, I'm taking a look here. Yeah, there's a pretty there's some of them aren't even labeled, man. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'll be sitting here forever if I try to find it out. Anyway, all right, guys. I think that's pretty much it for tonight, for tonight's stream. I do want to say thanks for checking it out. I want to get this out of my system because I want to make sure I sit down and show everything that I would try to find. There is more, but it's pretty cryptic inside this stuff. Like, I know there's more stuff I didn't even write down that I have to go through every single car and every single file and everything. So that's probably not going to happen. That'll bore the shit out of you. I just want to try to find you guys some cool stuff. Anyway, digging into my past here. But yeah, guys, it's Taylor, and I will definitely end the stream now probably. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will hop on Discord maybe here in a second if you guys want to talk or something. There's a link on the last few uploads I've done in the description. All right, guys. See you guys later. Bye-bye.